Cheers, everybody. Welcome to another beer review, an alcohol-free beer review. I don't know when you're gonna get this. Maybe in a couple of weeks' time, most probably it will come up. Um, it's really, really sticky, and it's really wants to crash a load of thunder in the skies. It's been sticky all day, unbearably sticky all day. Um, so by the time we get this, as you can see, all the sweat there. By the time we get this, you'll be long forgotten. We'll be back to normal. Anyway, welcome to an alcohol-free beer review. We're off to Theakston with this, and this is um, an alcohol-free version of their old Peculier, and it's a bottle of Theakston Nowt Peculier, coming in at 0.05% ABV. Alcohol-free beers. You know, I've heard people say, "Well, what's the point of alcohol-free beers?" Um, to a degree, to a degree, I have to, you know, agree. What is the point with alcohol-free beers? But for me, I suppose it's a brand loyalty thing going on, or is it just a little bit of fun? A little bit of fun from the brewer's perspective. They can put out an alcohol-free version of their much loved ales. It's debatable. If you for me personally, if you're not going to drink alcohol, then don't drink anything related to alcohol. That's my opinion. I can go off if I'm driving. Someone offers me an alcohol-free beer, I will just have a Coke. That's for me. That's what I would do. So you know, I'm just waffling on. Theakston Nowt Peculier is the iconic old Peculier without the alcohol, brewed using exactly the same ingredients. In the time-honoured way, Nowt Peculier has all the delicious characteristics of its famous namesake. Well, it's going to come on this channel at some point, combining modern filtration technology with almost 200 years of brewing provenance. You can now enjoy the familiar qualities of the original Old Peculier, and the famous full-bodied dark ruby-coloured ale with hints of blah blah blah. I'm a fan of Old Peculier. It's been a mainstay on this channel. It's been done a few times on this channel, I think, 2 or 3 times. I've always been a fan of it. So let's give this a review on its own. What's going to come up in a few weeks' time. It must well be a comparison. I can see it happening. I can see it happening. So there is the famous Old Peculier crown, if you can see that. Let's get a whiff. Malty, dark fruits. It doesn't smell that bad. Kind of like prunes, dark plums, that type of thing. It smells all right, actually, to be honest. So I'm not lying. Not lying. And I'm not drunk because I haven't had a drink. And I'm reviewing an alcohol-free beer. So let's have a look at this and see what it is. What do I think is the best alcohol-free beer? I think it's the Guinness for me. The Guinness alcohol-free was a belter. It was a good version, but it is still pretty dear, isn't it? Pretty up to like that skin, kind of like a ruby glow in that. It does look like an Old Peculier at the moment. Ivory looking head. It definitely looks like an Old Peculier. Let's get a whiff. Yeah, kind of like that dark fruit coming through. Kind of like dark plums and prunes and stuff coming through. I'm going to go in. Cheers, everyone. There's even the metallicness you get from the old Peculier in there. Again. First things first, there is a thinness there, straight off. Malty, them dark fruits coming through, the metallicness, which you do get with the old Peculiers there. I'll be honest, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. I mean, I will do the comparison, but a part of me was thinking at the moment, if you put the old Peculier up against it, it's got to blow it away. It's got to be men against boys. But as a beer on its own, I have to say there is nice elements of flavour towards the old Peculier. I always remember there's kind of, there's always a banana-y note on it, and I'm getting that. There's always bits of sultanas, slight spiciness for me there as well. There are notes reminiscent of the old Peculier. Do I think Theakston have pulled it off? To a degree, I think they have. You can't escape the thinness to it. I've had thinner beers, thinner alcohol-free beers, so it's not completely thin. I think they've done the best they can with it. And to a degree, I'd have to say they have kind of like pulled it off to a degree. But I think it's the only proof in the pudding is getting the sibling in, the older brother, big brother in, and doing a comparison really. But at the moment, I say, yeah, I think they've they pulled it off to a degree. Give it a go. Interesting one. Tell me what you think if you've had that. Some people out there will dismiss this completely. I totally get it. Some people might be more constructive in their criticism of it. I totally get it. It divides opinion, alcohol-free beers. What's yours about alcohol-free beers? Do you think they are, worth it or not? Do you think they're a waste of space? Put it in the comments. As for that one, I'll say give it a go. Thank you so much for watching this one. Look after yourselves. Kiss it. Bib bib.